rats on my neck, my boy. That 100 bunny rabbits tryna get, my boy. From the cabbage I collect, my boy. Heard you is gorillas, let me check, my boy. Say nothing silly, you regret, my boy. Cause we got banana on the my boy. And I can send it in a text, my boy. Thumbs up or the emoji with the flex, my boy. Personalize every threat, my boy. Toll free, that's direct, my boy. And if you need a couple, I'm to connect, my boy, off the top.
I just scraped it off the top, cut it off the road, off the dirt, off the block. I was already sold, I don't work by 10 o'clock. Too deep in the streets, felt that baby, that meant a lot. Whenever she comes, do what I gotta do. I'm moving with a two, I paid it out of full.
Southern California has a new modern home for NFL football, and it is this place, wondrous SoFi Stadium here in Inglewood. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Los Angeles Chargers. Here's the Australian-born punter Mitch Wishnowsky to get things going. And we are underway in Southern California. On the return, Tony Pollard from his end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Harris starts the drive on the ground. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
First down, and they go back to Harris. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. It's rare that a man his size can at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about tiny? You're talking about the little guy back there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football and picked up by the Chargers. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. And without a doubt, not the way they pictured that opening drive unfolding.
No, they were making progress. They weren't exactly in high gear, but they were making a few yards along the way. And now that they've coughed it up, you got to go back to the sidelines and regroup a little bit.
Running up, and the ball is knocked out.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free. But a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. He's going to look deep for more. And that is incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of him, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And the Steelers are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. Boy, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes just fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone and was in the wrong spot for the QB.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
On second down, this is Harris. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with third down coming up. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he will have a Steelers first down. It won't be by much. He needed 3, and he got 3, barely. But the mark shows first down. Harris running straight ahead, and he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Calvin Ridley, 42 yards. And the Steelers take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Boswell good with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will be returned from deep in the... Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
And not much doing there. Maybe a yard up to the 23. On 2nd and 9, Herbert. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, that's absolutely going to fire this defense up. They made it their mission to deny that completion, and they came through with a nice hit and knocked it incomplete.
On 3rd down, here's Eckler. And he'll get this one up to the 26. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, they got off the field on 3rd down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
It's a 39-yard punt, 8 on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw. George setting up the screen. Harris. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's 3rd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. From the gun on 3rd down, George. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards the play. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 57 yards for him on the ground in his first quarter. He has been tremendous to start the new year. Well, they're making a real first quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you've said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Going to run again here with Pollard. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the 1st down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
Harris trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Najee Harris, well built for work down here near the end zone. That's a nice job there to hold him up. But I doubt we've seen the last of him on this drive.
Again, it's Harris. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Najee Harris punching it in from a yard away. And the Steelers go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point put through by Boswell. And it's now 14-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. So already not the best to kick returns there, but that penalty, that adds insult to injury and backs him up even closer to the goal line.
Yeah, not ideal field position to begin a drive, is it? Because the extra pressure now goes on the offense. They've got to get some early yards and get away from the shadow of their own goalposts. What every offense wants to do in this situation, get 2 first downs to help out with field position at the least.
A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down.
And they were backed up to start the drive, but not anymore. Now, that's the play call that the offensive coordinator had in his head. You saw the end result. He wanted to go ahead and push the ball downfield, and that's what they did. And they wound up with good yardage there to get things rolling.
And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Here's Herbert. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A gain there of 30 big ones.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now it's Herbert. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And the Steelers are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right?
Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
From just shy of midfield, George, he'll buy some time right, and he'll just get rid of it.
Oh, I saw this one with defensive eyes because even as he escaped the pocket and bought time, the coverage stayed tight. Nothing broke down. Throwing it away, that was his only option.
The offense on 3rd down, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 8. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He finds his man Johnson. And they'll get this across the midfield stripe, but still winding up short of the 1st down.
On 4th down, here's Presley Harvin on to punt.
And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the plague did on the last one.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Play action. It's Herbert. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. On 2nd down, Eckler. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams.
And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
And a 6-yard gain gets them right around the 43.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
On 2nd down, Spiller looking for space.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, and defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to third down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
On first down, it's Herbert. And this is going to be intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And the Steelers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
That's a beautiful read there by the safety. It's zone coverage, so he's just going to sit back and watch. He knows he can't get beat deep because he has the end line to protect it. So he can react to everything in front of him, and he makes a great break on the football and comes down with the interception.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. From the 22, George. Harris has it over the middle. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Now this offense in midseason form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. On 1st and 10, George.
And it's a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Back to throw. George airing it out, looking for Ridley. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. And the Chargers are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. When the rookie QB gets his first touchdown pass, that's one you put in the trophy case. First career interception, that's going to be one he wants to forget.
Yeah, and he's not going to go ask for the football, right? No. Yeah, you can keep that one. The key for him, what does he learn from it? When he watches the tape, does he have an answer right now?
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Micah Fitzpatrick. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
The Charger drive about to get going.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw here, Herbert. Going deep here for Allen. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Akello Witherspoon.
And that has to be a little bit discouraging, because after all their halftime talk, adjustments and points of emphasis, their first drive ends with an interception. Absolutely aggravating if you're a head coach, because you spent all that time, gone through every situation possible, and it still ends in a turnover.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 75 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. They'll run again with Harris. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
10 cycles.
On third down, George. This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. And the play clock running down, so Mike Tomlin burns a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Right?
Again, it's Harris on second down. And not much running room. Down to the 32.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
Off the play fake, George. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Sebastian Joseph Day breaking through for the sack. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, whatever was said in the locker room during the break must have worked. They forced the turnover. They didn't get the touchdown, Charles, but it does translate into 3 points to begin this second half.
Exactly as they discussed in the locker room at halftime. Get some points to get things kick-started. Now start your half off with some momentum. Gives you something to build on for your next possession.
The Charger drive about to get going. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the third quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync, thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
And he is going to have the Chargers first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
This is what defensive coaches ask of their defenders every single ball game. Get a hand on every throw in coverage. They want the deflections. They want the knockaways. Pick it yourself if you can, but at least knock it down and guarantee it's incomplete.
And takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. For Keenan Allen, that's complete. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Herbert on first down now. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Akella Witherspoon. And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. Another completion there, and we think back to the draft in the spring. This franchise essentially handing him the keys to the operation, a top 5 pick. Charles, how ready do you think he is?
I think he's ready for the NFL in terms of size, speed, the makeup of him, the character of him. The key's going to be, will this team accept everything he brings to the game and adapt to it, not just necessarily plug him into something that he doesn't do well.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Tony Pollard, a 12-yard touchdown run. And the Steelers are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Boswell good with the extra point, and the lead is now 24. And they will not have time to get another play in here as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Boswell on now to kick this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end. Now a hit and a loose football. The Charger drive about to get going. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. These fans just kind of beside themselves right now. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Herbert off of play action. And my goodness, another interception.
It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football. Well, this is one heck of an individual performance we're witnessing. That is now his third interception. And keep in mind, folks, this isn't a safety or a cornerback. This is a linebacker.
Does this feel to you like he's having a flashback? Because a lot of these linebackers we see in the NFL, in high school, they were offensive stars. They touched the football all the time.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Derwin James with a pick. And the Chargers are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Herbert got his man complete over the middle. That's Moore. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. On first down, Justin Herbert. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 28. Jalen Smith, the Notre Dame man, in on the tackle.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Minka Fitzpatrick. And the Steelers force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. With that interception, he just set a record that nobody ever wants to set, and that's the most picks ever in an NFL game. 8. The last time we saw 7, 2001, right? Yeah.
It's Ty Detmer. He's with the Lions at that time. To get to 8, are we sure he knows what color jerseys his team's wearing in this one?
I don't know. It has not been good. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down. Puts it on the carpet. It's out. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
And this is where you need the quarterback to morph into being a running back. The ball can't be away from his body. It can't be loose. It can't be held like he's going to throw it. Tuck it away. Take care of it because he's going to run through a lot of traffic.
And if he doesn't take care of it, we're going to see less design runs like that. The Charger drive about to get going.
It's been a tough go for them. It's still without any points here in the fourth quarter. And a big deficit, Charles. But they moved the football on some drives. They just haven't had any points.
Yeah, and I know in their minds they're thinking the game plan has actually been working. We just haven't scored points. Well, isn't that the bottom line, partner? To put points on the board? So if you're moving it and you're not scoring, is it really working? Right now, they've got nothing left to lose. They might as well go for broke.
15 more yards there and quickly another first down.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. A tackle that time by Akello Witherspoon. He really hasn't been able to get on track running the football, averaging less than 4 yards a carry.
Yeah, I think that they're going to enjoy the film session because all the defenders are filling their proper gaps on just about every play. And you know what they always say for a defensive coach? When I click off this film, I better see 11.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And the Steelers are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. And that pretty much has been the storyline, Charles. This defense, they seem to be one step ahead from the start of the game until now.
And you identified it perfectly, and we can see the frustration that's settling in now. And it's probably been there for a long time, but now it's evident because you can see it in their faces, you can see it in their body language, maybe even a little bit in that play call that ended up maybe closing them out.
98 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Now here's another carry for Harris. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. James Daniels, the guard, called for the penalty there.
45, right.
They hand this off to Harris. It's a gain of 3, and it'll be second down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. 2nd and 16. Off play action. George. Looking deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. At this point, partner, things looking pretty bleak. They still haven't scored here in the fourth quarter, facing the big deficit. What silver linings, what can they look to do here offensively?
You know, it's funny. I talked about this with a coach in the offseason and kind of had this scenario, like what feels good to you and what feels good to your team. You're down big. You really have like one possession left, and you're trying to put points on the board that don't matter. But do they? And he told me they actually do matter. And in this situation, he's going to try and run the best offense he can run, have at least a little bit of confidence to take away from that game. So right now, they're going to try their best to get something up on the board and not get shut out.
We'll get this up to about the 44.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
Too many zeros on the stat sheet thus far. No touchdown passes, no points for his team, but he remains undaunted. Still attempting to get his team on the scoreboard, firing the ball downfield.
Herbert now. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And the Steelers are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. CD, this is the ideal situation in the fourth quarter. You come out here late, not much time on the clock with a comfortable lead, and put the final nail in the coffin.
Yeah, this offense, all game long, they've been powerful.